Have you ever heard of bone cancer? Unfortunately, bones can also be affected by malignant cells. In some cases, they develop directly in the bone tissue, while in others, they result from metastases, meaning the spread of another type of cancer. If you're over 50, you know that some aches and pains are just part of daily life. But what if that persistent pain in your knees or lower back was more than just a minor discomfort? Grab a pen and paper because today we're going to list 7 warning signs of a type of cancer that develops silently in the bones and can be life-threatening if not detected in time. And pay close attention to the 6th sign. It's alarming how many people mistake it for common arthritis, delaying diagnosis even further. Although early-stage bone cancer is hard to detect, there are certain changes in your body that may indicate something isn't right. The problem is that most of these signs are easy to overlook or blame on less serious causes. Curious? Then don't waste any time. Watch the video now. But first, go ahead and give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. Let's make this the most liked video on the channel. Do you know someone who has or had bone cancer? After watching, leave a comment below so we can get to know each other better. What is bone cancer? Bone cancer is a rare disease classified as either primary, originating directly in the bones, or secondary, caused by metastases from other organs. Primary bone cancer mainly includes osteosarcoma, chondrosarcoma, and Ewing's sarcoma. This condition tends to affect specific age groups, children, teenagers, and the elderly. Pain is the most common warning sign, making early diagnosis crucial for effective treatment. Now let's go over 7 early signs of bone cancer that you should never ignore. Sign 1. Bone fragility. This is something we really need to watch out for. Tumors literally eat away at the bone from the inside, making it weak and prone to breaking with the slightest impact. It's as if the internal structure is gradually deteriorating. Just imagine you're doing something completely routine, picking up a box or even taking a slightly stronger step, and crack! The bone snaps out of nowhere. It's terrifying and unfortunately quite common in these cases. The inflammation that comes with it is another nightmare. The affected area becomes sensitive, painful, and suddenly you start moving like a robot, afraid to make any sudden motions. You live in a constant state of caution, knowing that a simple slip could land you in the hospital. The most deceptive part? The first fracture often happens without any major trauma. Believe it or not, even something as small as a sneeze can cause a crack. When that happens, it's a serious warning sign. Healthy bones don't break for no reason. This could be the first clue that something much more serious is going on beneath the surface. Sign 2. Fatigue and extreme exhaustion. This one is serious and so many people overlook it. We're not talking about regular tiredness after a long day. This is something much deeper and persistent. Imagine waking up already exhausted, even after 10 hours of sleep. It feels like someone drained all your energy overnight, and the worst part, it doesn't get better. You rest, take a day off, and still feel like a zombie. At first, you might think, oh, it's just stress, or maybe it's my busy routine. But then you realize that even basic tasks become a huge struggle. Cooking a simple meal feels like you just ran a marathon. A light walk in the park leaves you completely wiped out for the rest of the day. And there's more. If the tumor affects blood cell production, your body becomes even more vulnerable. Your muscles feel weak, almost as if they're melting away, and suddenly even small tasks seem impossible. If you've been feeling this way for weeks despite eating well and staying hydrated, go see a doctor as soon as possible. This could be your body's way of sounding the alarm, and the sooner you investigate, the better your chances of turning things around and getting your energy back. Sign 3. A lump or palpable mass. This is serious and deserves attention. That small lump you feel when you run your hand over your arm or leg could be more than just a minor injury. The problem is that these nodules can be subtle at first. You might notice a firmer area but brush it off. Over time, the region may become stiffer, and before you know it, it's even affecting your sleep. A lot of people ignore these signs thinking it'll go away, or it's probably just some inflammation. This mindset can lead to late diagnoses, making treatment more complicated. If you notice an unusual lump, especially near bones or joints, and it doesn't go away within 2 weeks, see a doctor. Only imaging tests can reveal what's really going on. In these cases, X-rays, CT scans, or MRI are crucial for detecting possible abnormalities in the bones and surrounding tissues. Sign 4. Unexplained weight loss. This is one of those symptoms that people often celebrate, but it could actually be a major red flag. You know that moment when your pants start feeling loose, even though you haven't stepped foot in the gym or cut out sweets? Sounds too good to be true, right? But hold on. If the weight loss happens effortlessly and without a clear reason, it's time to pay attention. In the case of bone cancer, the tumor acts like a parasite, draining your energy and making your metabolism work at full speed all the time. The result? You start weighting loss even if you're eating normally. To make things worse, constant pain, which often accompanies the disease, can also take away your appetite. So, not only is your body burning extra calories because of the tumor, but you're also eating less. This creates the perfect storm for rapid weight loss. If you or someone you know is losing weight without dieting or exercising, don't celebrate just yet. Book a checkup and get it looked at. It might turn out to be nothing, but if it is something serious, early detection makes all the difference in treatment success. Sign 5. Fever or night sweats. This is a symptom that many people completely ignore. Waking up in the middle of the night with your pajamas and sheets completely soaked in sweat, even when the weather is cool, can be a critical warning sign. This isn't the usual sweating from a warm night. It's something intense and out of proportion. It often comes with low-grade fever or chills for no apparent reason. The problem is that these night episodes can severely disrupt sleep, making the exhaustion from the disease even worse. The person wakes up multiple times during the night and ends up feeling drained throughout the day. This happens because the tumor causes major changes in the immune system and metabolism, triggering internal inflammation that leads to these symptoms. If you've been experiencing intense night sweats or unexplained fevers that come and go, especially at night, don't ignore it. Seek medical help as soon as possible. Early diagnosis can make all the difference in treatment and overall quality of life. Sign 6. Persistent bone pain. This kind of pain is no joke. It's completely different from the soreness you feel after a long day or from sleeping in an awkward position. Bone cancer pain is deep. It feels like it's coming from inside the bone itself, and the worst part, it doesn't go away. You lie down, get up, take painkillers, apply compresses, and nothing brings real relief. What's even more alarming is that this pain tends to get worse at night. The person tosses and turns, trying to find a comfortable position, but nothing helps. Many end up developing chronic insomnia because of it. And here's something crucial. Most people mistake this pain for arthritis or osteoarthritis and just ignore it. But there's a key difference. Arthritis pain usually improves with rest, while bone cancer pain never lets up. It's there all the time, day and night, gradually getting worse. If you have bone pain that persists even with rest, doesn't improve with regular painkillers, and disrupts your sleep, don't wait. Get a medical checkup as soon as possible. People often waste valuable time attributing it to just aging when it might need immediate attention. Before we continue, I've got some exciting news to share. If you enjoy our content and want access to exclusive benefits, become a channel member. As a member, you will unlock some amazing perks like early access to new videos, priority replies to your comments, members-only shorts, polls, quizzes, and special emojis and loyalty badges just for you. Just click the join button and be part of this community that values health and well-being. Your support helps us keep bringing high-quality content for you. Sign 7. Swelling and sensitivity. This isn't just any kind of swelling. When bone cancer is present, it causes a stubborn type of swelling that doesn't go away with rest or ice, unlike what you'd expect from a regular injury. The worst part? Sensitivity. The area becomes so painful to the touch that even the simplest tasks become unbearable. Imagine feeling pain just from brushing your hand over the spot or even when your clothing touches it. That's exactly how many people describe it. And waiting for it to improve won't help. This isn't the kind of swelling that fades over time. Instead of going away, it persists and usually worsens week after week, Many times, the affected area also feels warm to the touch, almost like there's a constant inflammation happening inside. This type of swelling is different because it comes from inside the bone, not the surface. That's why home remedies don't work the way they would for other common types of swelling. If you've noticed persistent swelling that is painful to the touch and not improving, don't wait. See a doctor as soon as possible to get the necessary tests done. How to detect bone cancer. Correctly identifying bone cancer is essential to avoid improper treatments. Conditions like osteomyelitis and benign tumors can present similar symptoms, making specialized evaluation necessary. Here are some of the main diagnostic tests. X-ray, the initial exam to visualize most bone tumors. It reveals signs of rapid destruction and irregular borders. Magnetic resonance imaging, MRI, crucial for assessing tumor size, location, and invasion of surrounding structures. Should be performed with contrast for greater accuracy. Computed tomography, CT scan, essential for determining tumor size and possible metastases, especially in the lungs, also helps guide biopsies. Bone scintigraphy, using radioactive material to test bone metabolism, it measures even tiny metabolic changes. Biopsy, a confirmatory test after suspicious imaging results. It involves analyzing a tumor sample under a microscope. Blood tests, complementary exams that measure tumor markers indicating the presence of cancer in response to treatment. It is essential to consult experienced specialists in bone tumors to obtain an accurate diagnosis and the most appropriate therapy. What are the risk factors for bone cancer? Genetic factors. Certain hereditary syndromes significantly increase the risk, including Li-Fraumeni syndrome, retinoblastoma, and Rothman-Thompson syndrome, as well as Bloom and Werner syndromes, which affect DNA repair mechanisms. Pre-existing conditions. Diseases such as Paget's disease, especially in older adults, are associated with a higher risk of bone cancer. Previous radiation exposure. Individuals who have undergone radiotherapy are at an increased risk. Family history. Having a close relative with bone cancer or related genetic conditions may elevate the risk. How to prevent bone cancer. Understanding family history is a valuable tool in prevention. While discussions about hereditary diseases may be uncomfortable, identifying genetic patterns linked to bone cancer allows doctors to develop personalized monitoring protocols. Sharing information about bone cancer cases or hereditary conditions in close relatives enables a more comprehensive evaluation and tailored preventive strategies. Limiting unnecessary exposure to radiation is another crucial preventive measure. Individuals working in environments with radioactive sources must strictly follow protective guidelines to reduce the risk of cellular changes that could lead to tumors. Equally important is the regular examination of pre-existing conditions such as Paget's disease, chronic arthritis, or osteoporosis. Healthy habits are essential for keeping bones strong. A balanced diet rich in nutrients combined with regular exercise, especially activities that involve light impact or muscle strengthening, helps maintain bone structure. Avoiding smoking and reducing alcohol intake also supports bone health and blood circulation, particularly after age 50. Bone cancer can develop without obvious symptoms, so it's important to watch for signs like persistent pain, unusual swelling, or fractures that occur without a clear reason. Did you already know about these early warning signs of bone cancer? If this video helped you, type yes in the comments and share your thoughts with us. Before you go, check out these 2 videos we picked for you. I'm sure you'll find them interesting. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to take care of your bone health. See you next time.